Mr. Alfredo Ronchi is the General Secretary of the EC-MEDICI framework, member of the representative of OCAM NGO at UN headquarters in Geneva, active member of WSIS and UNESCO IFAP since 2003, founder and chair of the JRC S2D2, which is Safety, Security, Defense, Disaster Recovery and Management. May I now call upon Mr. Alfredo Ronchi to address the gathering.
Thank you very much. Excellencies, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It was a very long presentation of my activity that is really much more focused, but anyway, thank you very much. I will just tell you a few words about this conference and my engagement in this activity. We already heard about the specificity of this conference, but it seems to be unique in the world because of the idea to put together technology, emerging technologies, much more, and low regulations and the regulatory framework. And that's true for sure. So it's basically the only opportunity to deal with the two things together, but much more, I think, is the key opportunity to share ideas and to discuss about hot topics, having a full vision about the different sectors that will involve cybersecurity and much more in general, the world of cyber. As Pavan Dugal already told us, this field of cybersecurity is extending and enlarging every year because as much as technology is embedded in different things, even households, our devices to support health, think about pacemakers or the pumps that will provide insulin to mild of diabetes, they are in some way within the same sector. So if we look forward, there's the risk to be hacked even at medical level. Cars are already being hacked, and many other things are under the risk to be managed by technology and criminals, let's say. An interesting part is the one just introduced by Dr. Pavan Dugal about the criminal use of potential new feature due to artificial intelligence, and as well as some moral problems used to arise when we speak about artificial intelligence. Think about the way to manage a risky situation on cars when two cars are going to crash because of external reasons. Of course, we consider that the autopilot managed by artificial intelligence is perfect, but something may happen due to the environment. And then the system has to consider which is the one of the two cars to be sacrificed, the one with the elderly people driving or the one with some kids on board and the mother or some other things. And so such kind of moral problems start to arise even in this sector. And next step about AI criminals is even much more intriguing because, as already stated, we don't know who is in charge for this. So is the system, is the company providing the service? Will in the future Alexa provide troubles to families because some artificial intelligence criminals will hack the system and open the doors automatically when they get closer to the house, just pressing a key on the smartphone? Will the same problem appear on aircraft? Because again, with the smartphone, you will be able to hack or to reprogram the PLC on board of the aircraft or similar things. So I think it's a very interesting scenario. And I'm quite sure that this is the right place to discuss about such kind of topics because there's a very good mix on two sides. On one side, every year, Dr. Pavan Dugal offers a very well-focused selections of topics for the conference, mixing up some key problems that still need some more discussion and improvements with completely new and cutting-edge technologies and problems. This year, we know about artificial intelligence problems and many other things that are arising, and this is the, let's say, the way to, let's say, foresee future troubles and to be able to start thinking about the way to counteract them. You know the usual schema about forerunners and then people that will follow and try to put some patches on, especially on regulation, and then they come to create a regular law and regulation framework. This conference, I think, will shorten this gap. So we will get closer to the forerunners, to the criminals that will use new technologies to perpetuate their own activity, and we will probably be able to suggest good opportunity to counteract actively. And in doing this, we have a very huge basis of books, as you may see here, and a good opportunity to discuss. Just to conclude, I think an additional interesting aspect of this conference is the overall environment, the sense of community that is very quickly established among all the participants. The idea to discuss one by one or in small groups about specific topic, to create connection, to create real networking, this in a very harmonious and very friendly environment. And I would like to thank our host because he has the unique ability to set up such kind of things. I have to say, recalling the first part of his presentation, that the dream came true. So you did something very relevant. Thank you, Pavan. Thanks. I think all of us have to thank Pavan for this.